Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly.
Ugh, hang on. Hang on. I can't change it unless I stop the stream. I can't change it until after the stream. It won't let me. Is this something where I need to stop the stream for like a minute? Also, hi. 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 What do I do?
Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Spirit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Let me look at how to fix this. God damn it. Hang on. So, wait, what am I supposed to do? Hang on. How do I fix it? Is this an OBS thing? It's an OBS thing. Go to settings, stream, then enable enhanced broadcasting. Stream. I don't know what to do. Enhanced broadcast? Where even is that? Where even is that? God damn it, Spirit. You fucked it. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh, no, it's not. You have to, like, there's the tech zone in the Discord. I'm coming out. Hang on. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. 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 It's me, Cassidy Sinclair. You're chill, Y2K. Delinquent. Hi. 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 I have new earbuds, so I might have to adjust some audio stuff on my end, not yours. Um, hello, Joji. Thanks for being the first to roll. Oh, I'm low. Thanks for being the first to roll in. Here you go. Where's my headphones? Hello, Spirit. Hello, Maximus. Hello, Queenie. Hello, Carl. Hello, Bow Wow. 6-7. This cast is so online. Yeah. Hi, Smash. Hi, Joel. Who's the strange new person I've certainly never seen before? I'm Cassidy Sinclair. Cassidy Online. Not Sidekick Refugee. You guys don't have Sidekick Refugee anymore. Sidekick Refugee was a Dead by Daylight streamer. I'm a Fortnite streamer. I'm just kidding. Hi, Fizzbuzz. Hi. Thanks for inviting us into your room. You're welcome. It's not my room. I'm just crashing. I'm just crashing here for a minute. What do you think of it? Do you guys like it? Do you guys like it? What's with that shocked face? Did I crash or something? The disappointment in Carl? well, um, Hi, Shindigs, man. How could you? How could you switch to Fortnite? Well, well, yeah, it's less toxic. It's less toxic. Old phone, who this? Hi, NT. Chat, I'm sorry it's stuck at like 10K. I think that's because I had to disconnect and reconnect my Twitch to my OBS. I think it like reset a few settings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mostly to Spirit Eater. I'm sorry. I will fix this later. I can't like change the settings unless I turn off the stream. Hi, Alex. But Cass, it's Unreal Engine slot. I'm not gonna go to Fortnite. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, I mean, maybe I'll go to Fortnite, but not today. Not today. I played a little bit of it. It's kind of fun. It's a little fun. I wasn't very good at it, but it was fun. It was fun. I can't believe I did the wrong link in Discord. I'm so I'm a creature of habit a little bit in some 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 aspects of my life. How are you guys doing? How was your day? How was your days? How are you? How are you? It feels like forever since I've talked to you guys. Do you like the room? Does it work? Does it feel out of place? Is it okay? I know it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. It's like a placeholder for now. I want to get an artist to do a room for me, but I can't find an artist that I like to do a room for me. If anyone has an idea, if anyone can recommend someone, that'd be really cool. That'd be freaking cool. I need to change some audio settings. Wait up. Wait. If I turn this down and I turn this at 100 and I turn the Spotify in OBS to here, how's the volume on the music? Quiet? Loud? Perfect? I might need to adjust it again so I can hear like the music and the background, like the notifications. Hang on. Hang on. How's how's the volume right now? Right now. Ignore when I said how was it last time and tell me how it is now. Now that Psychic Refugee is available again, hey guys, it's me, Joel Sinclair. You're Y2K delinquent? Are you sure you want to go down this route? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure? Joel Sinclair, are you like my uncle? I put it it's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Are you the uncle? Are you Uncle Joel? You have music over my music? That's fucking psychotic. Pilates was not ideal because my ice. Oh.
Whoa. Who's this new streamer on the block?
Hi, Sir Banton. Hi. Thank you for 14 months. Whoa. 14 months and we just met? Crazy. That's crazy. Okay, how are you? Thank you for 14. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate you. I could have pushed that longer, but I was like, oh, you're gonna hurt yourself, dude. You're not a kid anymore. Just quit while you're ahead. Quit while you're ahead. I really appreciate you though. Thank you. How was the volume? Okay, volume for the music and the notification, like the TTS. How was all of that? How is it? Because I have new earbuds, and so I dicked around with the audio on my end, but hopefully it should be about the same on your end. Spirit, thank you for the 35 streak. I thank you for your devotion. I really, 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 this word's losing all meaning. Really, really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Archibald. Rebrand. Yeah, it had to happen. It had to happen. It had to happen quickly, sooner than later. A little sooner than later. I'm scrolling up. I missed a few things. I'm sorry. Hang on. 6-day weekend to look forward to. Damn. Now that Psycho Refugee. Oh, I read that. Sorry, I have music over here. Psychotic. Uh, Pilates was not ideal because my ice burns and back got in the way. So now I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077. God, this game is fucking amazing. I'll play that one day. One day. Doesn't suck, I just love mine more. What are you listening to over me? What are you listening to over me? What? What is it? Who is it? Who's the fucking horror you're listening to? I'm not Psychic Refugee anymore. I'm not. I'm Cassidy Owen Line. Cassidy Owen Line. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Joel Sinclair is chill. I'd be worried about Ricardo Sinclair. Oh my god. That we don't talk about Ricardo Sinclair. He's fucked up. He's real fucked up. Uh 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 uh. That's a lot of reallys. Yeah. And I meant every one of them. You're the unk. In the good way. Unks can be cool. What are the lore implications of the zero in online? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. You weren't no one was supposed to. Oh my god. I don't I don't know what you're talking about. Why would a zero in the name have any lore implications or applications or insinuations or crustaceans even? I think you're reading a little too much into this, buddy. I think you're reading a little too much into all this. It's just a zero. It's just a little zero. It doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Seriously, you've picked up on the freaking zero. Wow, dang. I did not expect anyone to pick up on that. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? um, were you ever psychic? Okay. Let's have a lore drop, alright? I've said this before. So I'm okay. In the lore, I'm in charge of a gang of runaways. That's you. That's you. And I have on Game of Thrones, you could refer to it as like a bunch of little birdies, because I have so many runaways under my wing. I have eyes and ears all over the city, and it that kind of comes off. It's because of that I know a lot, and because I know a lot, it's a common misconception that I'm psychic. When I'm really not. I just hear all the tea, basically. Also, I do tarot. Um, failed to specify hyperventilating as they speak. At least we won't have salty Dead by Daylight players in chat as often now. Yeah. 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 Boy howdy. Boy howdy. Yeah. I mean, for now, I did play one game of Dead by Daylight before stream. I played as like the spirit, but like the Tomie spirit, the Junji Ito's Tomie, and I destroyed that team. I destroyed that. I was merciless. I was merciless. Tyra Banks Model Land theme. Chat, we need to, Froggy Cats, we need to read Model Land. We need to do this. The PDF is on, it's online. The PDF for Model Land, it's available to us. Should I do that this stream? Yo, should I read like the first chapter of Model Land by Tyra Banks, world-renowned model extraordinaire? Hi, SFR. Hi. What's up? The Cassidy online herself. It's me. It's me. Hello, Chaotic Reaper. I see that. I see you. America, The Avalanches, Ivy, XTC, Tears for Fears, Enigma, Sugar Ray, Hall & Oates, Marvin Gaye. You have a fucked up playlist. I'm not saying any of those people are bad. I'm just saying putting them in a playlist together is kind of fucked up. You're fucked up. You didn't prepare for the lore questions? Oh, man. That 0 is a happy accident lore-wise. Because I originally I was gonna go with like a regular O, but that was taken. But then I thought I put the 0 as like a backup, and thankfully that was available. And then I got to thinking, and then I'm not gonna elaborate on what I was thinking about until later. But yeah. Yeah. Well, the new streamer, Cassidy Online, already has lore to be dropped. Wowzers. Wowzers. When it comes to you, I am very, 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 very. I think I hit my quota of doing that for this whole stream. I hit my quota.
Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. You're very observant. Damn, you are. You and Theta. Fucking like just on it. Like, I had to bar Theta from, like, speculating in chat because he accidentally spoiled a few things. He DMs me now with speculations. But yeah, hi Brown Beansy, hi. Model Land reading stream, we simply must. Salty Dead by Daylight players are funny. They are. They're a good mix of funny and sad and entertaining. But boy, do they get boring like really quickly. Shindigs, man, thank you for the 7-stream streak. Was 6, now 7. 6, 7. Hi, Jack Crispy. It's for... Oh, fucks for 0 fucks were given. I thought that was gonna be... I was reading that, and I thought it was gonna be like a 2000s oh, which is kind of part of it, but it's not the whole thing. Someone mentioned you. Yeah, I was saying that you and Sir Vanton are very observant, and you're like you're on it. You're freaking on it with like questions of lore and predictions. Maximus, hi. Hi, I'm your idol. Oh, you're high, no wonder. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Fake praise, okay. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Hang on, I gotta drink something. I don't think I quite recovered from saying really 1,000 times. Chat, I have a link for you. I have a link for you. If you're not in my Discord, you didn't see this link yet, but you should, because my birthday is coming up. It's July 2nd, and it would mean the world to me if puts fingers together, if you could write me a birthday card. Ooh woo. I'm always your idol, yeah. No, I'm in it, and by it I mean, well, let's just say my bed, back to sleeping. Good night, Theta. Good night. Good night. What the? You're in HD? Hello, the unemployed. The unemployed void. Avoid the void? No, avoid the Noid. The Noid wants to fuck up your pizza. Yeah, I'm in HD. I'm in HD, but apparently I'm stuck at HD, and poor people on mobile, the poor mobile users can't lower the quality. So I feel bad. I'll fix that after stream. It must have happened when I disconnected and reconnected my Twitch. Some wires must have got loose. I'm sorry, mobile users. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Please, please, can you forgive me? Can you forgive me, please, please? I fucked up my pupils just for this, just to ask for your forgiveness. This hurts. This really hurts. Ah, not my 144p. I know you can't put the. I know. I'm sorry. You can't put the. You can't put the resolution to 140p. You're missing out on the true Y2K experience. You can't go down to like 480 or something. I'm sorry. Avoid the noise. Hi, Mousy. You remind me of another streamer I like. You... You like other streamers? Damn. Okay. All right. That's all right. 15 stream streak. Thank you. You made up for it. You made up for it with your devotion. Yeah. Spoiler alert for Salad Forest. Hi, Salad Forest. Hi. I swear to God, sometimes I say hi in my head, and I don't say it in person, on actual out loud, and then I realize, and then I feel very bad, and I hi Salad Forest. Can we get a shout out for Salad Forest? What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, spoiler alert for the raid message. After at the end of stream, spoiler alert. It's gonna be, you've been raided by the VTuber formerly known as Psychic _ refugee. And instead of putting an underscore, we're gonna write underscore. It'll be a little subversion. Yo, Incus VT, thank you for the follow. Oh, welcome to the hideout. Sake Momo, hi, and Choco Fits, hello. Hello. Isn't birthday also some kind of streak? It is. It is. One day that streak's gonna be broken. Damn. Damn. I can feel the vibrations through the astral plane. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sir Vanton, 135 stream streak. The strongest runaway, the strongest soldier. Thank you. No, I'm sorry, I don't have another one in me. My chest low-key hurts from doing that. It hurts. It hurts. But I deeply appreciate you. Yo, Bug VT, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the hideout. Bug VT, that sounds familiar. Have I seen you around? I've seen you around, haven't I? I think I have. In other chats, possibly, perchance, mayhaps. I've been working on a project about that for like half a year. Wait, Archibald, wait, frick, I'm all over the place. A project about what? A project about what? Y2K resolutions? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm low-key manic. Yeah, I've been raided by the VTuber formerly known as Psychic _ refugee. Yeah, that's gonna be the raid message. Yeah, you'll see. You'll all see. I need to make that a command. Okay, that turned dark quickly. I'm sorry. What do you expect from me? I get dark sometimes. Bugs places. If Bug is your I'm gonna be psychic now. Bug, one of your raid messages, one of your go-to raid messages is sorry to bug you. Was I right? Did I get it? Did I blow your mind? Did I blow your fucking mind? +2, thank you. That's better than yours? Wait, real what? Wait. No way. Feel free to steal it. That was a premonition. I wasn't wrong. That was a premonition of the future. That was a future raid message of yours. I saw it. It's foretold. Darkness shroud me. No. Lurk. Good night, Choco. Good night. Good night. About saying hi to people in my head. Oh, I see. We'll be able to do that one day. Hopefully there's a setting to turn that off. Hi, Bloom. Hi. I should be allowed to throw paint cans still. Damn, that is old tech. You remember some ancient stuff. That is some ancient stuff. Damn. It might come back one day. It might. It might. I was trying to bring that back a minute ago, but like I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to work. So it's on the bench right now. It's on the bench. You guys never told me about the music volume and the alert/TTS volume. You never told me if it was good. You never spoke up about it. Like, can you even hear the music right now? Can you even hear it? Can you even hear the vibes that I've curated painstakingly for hours for you? Yeah, okay. Okay, we still need a clear answer on an alert/TTS. So whenever that happens again, I want you guys, I need you guys to pipe up and tell me if you can hear it. Tell me. How was everyone's day? How was everybody's day? I had a chill day. I had a freaking chill day. Can I tell you? Wait, before my day, can I tell you about my dream? I had a dream yesterday. I got home from work and I had a nap. Right, and I had a dream. Right, and I was hanging out with a friend, and his friend joined us. Right, and it was my first time meeting my friend's friend, and we quickly hit it off. Me and this guy, and he was pretty dang cute, and we hit it off, and we made out, and we hung out. We ended up, it ended up just being me and him. The original friend I met up with had to bounce, and it was just us, and we even had a little adventure, the two of us, and it was really dandy. And then we made out a little bit more, and then I woke up. And I was lying there on my bed and I was recanting the dream, and then I got sad because I was like, oh no, I give me back my boyfriend. What the fuck? What the fuck? No. This is bullshit. I tried my best to remember his face, but it's very blurry to me. It's very blurry. If I run into him IRL, I might not recognize him. What if I don't recognize him? What if I don't recognize him? He was the crazy thing, he was also a VTuber. He was also a VTuber. And I forgot his fucking handle. Could you imagine if I remembered his handle and I typed it, like I typed it into Twitch and it was actually real, and I went into his chat and he was lamenting about the cute boy he had a dream about, and he was like, damn it, I forgot his handle and his face is blurry to me, and then I would just be like, it's me, I'm here, and I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I was very distraught, is what I'm saying. I was very distraught. Maybe Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever had a dream like that? I read about this lady who was in a coma for like, I think a year, maybe not even a year, maybe a couple of months. But like, while in her coma, she apparently in like a very vivid, long dream, she lived out like like 5 years of a life. She found like a partner, and she had like 2 kids or like 3 kids or something. And then she woke up from the fucking coma. Like she was happy. And she woke up from the freaking coma. And then she was just like, where the fuck's my family? That would, I can't. I just can't. I feel so bad for her. I had like, the tiniest thimble drop of what she felt like when I woke up. The tiniest little thimble of how she felt. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up, man. I saw your name. I saw your name. I love that anime. It's so good. I haven't heard that name in quite a few years. Hi, Kyle. That's for sure. Give points for the dreams or alternate realities theory. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Somewhere out there in the multiverse, Cassidy and that boy are still hanging out. They're still like like having a smoke together and loitering and getting into trouble. Good for them. Good for them, I guess. Fuckers. Who, like, I'm talking about a dream version of me. Had the best moments of my life in some dreams. I likewise. Likewise. Hi, blah, 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 blah. Hi, Faye. Hi. How much for a kid? 1,000, gazillion. I'm just kidding. Hold on a sec. Wait, let me catch up on chat. Wait. I'll get to you in a sec. Hang on. I think I skipped some people. Green card marriage me. What I can say. I'm not moving to fucking Canada. I'm not moving to Canada. It's your Toronto accents are not worth the free healthcare. Okay, there. I said it. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't with you guys and your accents. Had to bounce. Your original friend knew exactly what they were doing and were being the best wingman. That's a me move, honestly. I've done that before. I've like, okay, I'm glad we could all hang out. Oh shit, look at the time. I gotta go to work. Bye. I'm sorry I have to leave you two so soon. I had better, had worse. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I'm going back down now. I'm scrolling back down now. Hug redeem. Okay. I can do that. I can so do that. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Hi. Hi, Faye. Hi. Let me grab a plushie. Let me grab the closest plushie. Hang on. Okay. I got my plushie. I'm wrapping my arms around it. I got my eyes closed and I'm picturing you and me. And I'm wrapping my arms around you. And I'm squeezing just gently enough. There you go. Thanks for the hug. If any of you would like a stronger psychic hug. Can I still use that? Wait, can I still say this? Can I still use this pitch? fuck it. I don't care. I'm still gonna use it. Even though it's not my handling, I'm still gonna use it. If you would like a stronger psychic hug, consider getting me a plushie from my throne. If you get me a plushie from my throne, the next time you redeem hug, I'll hug the plushie you got me, and the psychic link between us will be like 1,000 times stronger. Real, not clickbait, not a scam, totally real. Do it today. Then there's an alternate reality where I play guitar really good and can drive manual transmission cars. There's many alternate realities where I am driving and I should not be driving and I am crashing all over the place. Hi, Total Con Science Gaming, welcome in. They make you listen to Drake the moment you enter Toronto. Fun fact, I know, Salad. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The second you walk into Toronto, some Gerber is gonna walk up to you and be like, "Toot twos to my Crody fam. Have you heard the new Drake album?" I'm sorry. I can't do a fucking accent. I cannot do a Canadian accent. I think I had it for like 2 seconds, and then I think I accidentally went into a leprechaun. I can't do that. But you get what I'm putting down. Can you learn French and get to know French guys? You can learn French and get to know French guys if you visit France. I like French. I like the French X. Did you guys see the outfits Clavicular wore to France? Clavicular went to France, and the outfits he chose were fucking atrocious. He tried picking up chicks in France. He didn't pull any. Surprise, surprise. I'm sorry. This is like I'm on fashion Instagram, so I saw that recently on my Discover. His outfits were dog shit. Let me see. How about a cowboy accent? They have that in Canada land? That's fucked up. My mouse died. My mouse died. Hi, Mocafe. Hi. You came just in time, Mocafe, to hear my terrible attempt at a Canadian accent. True, yeah. Don't be a waste, dude. I can't even do it. Hi, Orleans. Hi. Cass, just play Kendrick Lamar to protect yourself. I would. I definitely. If I ever found myself in Canada, you best believe. You best believe I'm gonna be bumping Kendrick Lamar in front of all these Gerbers. Talking mad things, fam. The beef between Callie and... yeah. Yeah. I'm back. How much for a kiss? I don't know, Faye. How much is that worth to you? I saw you in a game, wanted to stop and say hi. You saw me in a game of Dead by Daylight, I'm guessing. Did I kill you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't played Tomie in like ages. That was my first Tomie match in a very long time, and I have these new earbuds. And I was like, this is a good way to test these earbuds, is to hop on Spirit. I'm gonna hop on Spirit. And my god, these earbuds are fucking amazing. You were a clown. Oh, yeah, I remember that match. Hi, welcome in. You're like the 1 out of 10 clowns that's like normal and not gross. You're a rarity. among the clown players. How's it feel? I've been practicing an American accent. Kyle, you're not American this whole time, but that's such an American name, Kyle. Ignores your last name. I'm not spiritual, quite the opposite, and I know this makes no sense logically. It's just a dream, and you can go ahead and explain all this with confirmation and cherry picking, bias, blah, 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 blah. And that's all true. I agree. But I once had a really strong feeling of a connection to a soulmate before, to the point of crying in my dreams about them. Until I had a dream inside a dream inside a dream, where I was stuck in a loop of waking up and ending up making the deal with someone to live forever alone in exchange for increased intelligence and success. Lo and behold, I got cognitively tested by a psychologist, and my results were surprisingly in a good way. I never did feel the connection ever again, though. Faulty causation, I'm aware. Still fun to think about. Sorry. I don't. You brought out my dork voice. You brought out my dork voice. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. Wow, what a story. What a story. Cass, don't tell me you changed your Steam name too. I changed my Steam name too. Of course I did. Wait, why wouldn't I? What do you mean? Don't tell me you changed your Steam name. I had to change the URL and the name. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, long message.
Well,
Maybe
hello,
in
Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. Never mind about the DVD play. That's why I said earlier. They'll be back. They'll return. But for now, we're good. Sorry, long message. Maybe interesting to read for some. No, unemployed. You're good. I did enjoy reading that. Please don't take my dork voice badly. It was purely in a lighthearted jest. I assure you. 150 USD. You got yourself a goddamn deal. You kidding me? Faye? You kidding me? Yeah. Yeah. Duh. You're on. I don't know if I should say Konichi Waggle Mina Slime or if I should hi. What does any of that mean? Cass is worth it. I'm worth it. I'm so worth it. I am so worth it. I'm so worth it. I'm so worth it. You're Australian? You're up late. Or early. Or it's 8 p.m. for me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, I guess you're not up that late. Hi, Daedric. Did I change my hair? You're the only one who noticed. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, you're the only one who noticed. What? Whoa. Whoa. Hi, Daedric. It's my favorite Daedric prince, the one of comfort. That is actually kind of how I sound like IRL? No way. So wholesome watching Sinclair transition. Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. 1:55 p.m. for you. Oh. If that's the case, then where the hell's Exorb? If it's only 1:55 for you, p.m., Exorb should be here. Where the hell is he? Mouse is here. You're here. Where's Exorb? They should make it a feature where I could put notes next to someone in chat. Like, I should be able to click on your username, chatter, and there should be, like, a little section that says notes, and that's where I should put, like, my notes on you. Alas. Alas, no such thing exists. Almost 5 a.m. for you? Dang. Backwards or forward? I legit thought that for a second, and then I was like, no, don't say it. And then I was like, no, wait, no, say it. Say it. Let them know how much of a blonde you are at heart. Hi, Heart. Hi. Did I say hi already? Hi. 12:55. You're good. My question still stands. You can literally do that. I can? You can do that with Chatterino? It's mod notes? But wait, hang on. Do I have to do it in my browser? Hold up. Let me try this. Okay. I don't want to mod him. Mod comments. Are you talking about comments? Are you talking about mod comments? Is Ozzy. Is Ozzy. Let's see. And that stays there forever? In the mod comments? I normally read and click on chat out of OBS, so I had to... That's why I didn't see it before. Wait. Oh, wait, no, it is in OBS. It is in OBS too. I'm just... I'm just silly. I can do that in OBS as well, not just the browser. Cool. Thanks for the head pats. I need to ask Azzy how the fuck he sets up the head pats. He told me it was something to do with Warudo, and you can do that with like your Live 2D with Warudo, but I need a Discord call with someone so they could hold my hand through it, because I couldn't figure it out, and I couldn't find a video on YouTube for it. You'll have a proper head pat redeem one day. I will definitely lock in on that before my 2.0 if we ever fucking get that. Hello. Led EAC2? I don't know Russian. That's what needs to be in that needs to be a chat feature. You highlight a message and it translates it. Let's see. Translate to English. How much did you get for the mobile for? I want the same one. Oh, my flip phone? I stole it. Canonically, I stole this flip phone. Canonically, I'm always skidding around on rollerblades, evading the cops and doing a lot of lawfully dubious things. And as a result, I'm always losing my phone or breaking my phone, and I always have to get a new one. And yeah. Canonically, I never save my numbers also. I could add a comment on Joel's profile right now. Is a cutie? Do it. Chat, there's gonna be an ad break. It's the top of the hour. It's not letting me snooze it for some reason. It's not even giving me that option. I'm so sorry. I have to take a little 2-minute break. I'm being forced to. They have the very long cane, and they're hooking it around my neck, and they're pulling me. They're wait, no, you can't. You can't. You fucking bastards. No. Is it over? Are the ads over? Uh, uh, Hi. Oh wait, where am I? Wait a sec. Wait. Hi. I'm back. I've returned. I've returned. They couldn't keep me from you. They couldn't keep me from you. They tried. But I spray painted them in the face and I got away for now. For now. Hey, if you're just getting here, did you know that my birthday is coming up on July 2nd and you can totally write me a birthday card by following this link right here, right there, right now. Well, not right now. You do it later. You can do it later. Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. And you can also there's various links to oh god, I need to change that. Whoopsie. I I knew I was forgetting something. I knew I was forgetting something. Last night I was updating a bunch of links and I was like, I'm still forgetting some. I don't know which ones I'm forgetting to update, but I'll get to all of them eventually. Okay, ignore all of these. Ignore all of that. It did not even occur to me. I need to redo that. I mean, but these still work. Actually, wait. The stream elements might not work anymore. Okay. Okay, wait. No. No. Oh god. Okay. I know what I'm doing after stream. I'm writing a list. I'm writing a list. I got my notepad right here. Update command links fix OBS res illusion. Yeah. Hi Glaves. Hi. Hi. How's it going? How are you? Oh my god. Oh my god. How are you? Oh my god. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anymore. But yeah, do you guys like the room? It's not mine. I'm just crashing here for a little bit. I'm being pursued currently. So I'm in the room of an unnamed runaway. Mhm. 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 They got some pretty okay taste. They got some okay taste, I think. There's a PS1 behind me. I kind of want to emulate the PS1, that Music Maker game. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, dude. Okay, I just remembered. Okay, wait. I'm gonna make a poll. I need to make a poll for you guys. I need to make a poll. Hang on. Hang on. New poll. Here we go. Here we go. Let me know. Cast your votes. I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna burp because I can feel like this. I can feel this is a big burp and not a cute burp. Not. Hang on. Never mind. It didn't come out. It didn't want to. Should I read Model Land? Did I misspell Model Land? I misspelled Model Land. Okay. The poll says read Model Land Chapter 1. How did I misspell Model Land? Come on, Cassidy. Come on, Cassidy. Come on, man. Now that I'm wearing my headset, I can say the volume of the music is good. Yay! Now we just need to test out the alerts / the TTS. So we're gonna wait for that. It'll happen eventually, maybe. But yeah, dude, I'm so down to read like chapter 1 of Model Land. I'm so down. I am so down. Are you guys down? I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty freaking cool. I think it'd be a good lark. A good lark to be had by one and all. Mhm. Mhm. Damn, I outdid myself with this playlist. I don't mean to toot my own horn. I really don't. But if you would like this playlist, it's right here. It's right there. This is one of my go-tos now. It's been one of my go-tos. Okay, we should do Model Land. I think it's gonna win. I think it's gonna win. But Glaves, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hi, Gun. Welcome in. Hello, not psychic refugee. Hello. Not Gun, but actually Gun. How's it going? How's it going? How are you doing? I didn't tell you about my day. Oh my god. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the fucking place. But it was a chill day. Nothing like crazy happened. I I had some good nappies, and then I went to work, and then I was a little annoyed. I was a little annoyed at work, and then by people, and then I went to the server side of Instagram, and I was watching a few of those videos of servers, and I remembered my own time as a server, and then I was like, you know what? It's not so bad here. It's not so bad here. Yes, people can get a little annoying, but I don't want to fucking kill anyone. So that's an improvement. My God, did I? Oh, but it was super chill day, super chill. I I'm definitely on my tinned fish arc. I'm on my Diet of the Sirens arc. I've been having a salad every work day. That consists of you know, like a big bed of spinach and a bunch of like little baby tomatoes and about 4 big mushrooms that I air fried the night before and and a hard-boiled egg and I'm giving you my salad strat. I'm giving you my salad strat. I hope some of you appreciate this. Uh and then whatever tinned fish I feel like, which today was salmon, but tomorrow is going to be sardines. I'm excited. I'm excited. And then if you're wondering about dressing, the tinned fish usually comes in like an olive oil. So that's the dressing. Um I need to find a good artist that I like because I've decided, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for my 2.0 to get a goddamn fucking sailor outfit. If I have to be a PNG again just to have a cute sailor outfit and be Sailor Cass and have you be my castaways, so be it. So freaking be it. I'll be a PNG again. I don't care. I don't freaking care if some might say that's a downgrade, but I'll be in a sailor outfit. How much of a downgrade is that really going to be? Yeah. If when I get into my sailor cast persona, instead of the runaways, you'll be my castaways. And it actually works with Cassidy Online because like, you know, sailor, the sea, fishing, you're fishing. There's you get a fish on the line. On the line. Get it? You get it? You gets closer to you. You get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you see the layeredness of it all? Do you get it? Pokes you. Do you get it? I know. I know. I know. But yeah, you'll be my castaways. Rough weekend. Trying to pick things up starting tomorrow. Oh. I hope they pick up. Fish. That reminds me, is Fizz gonna stream tonight? I need to check. I hope if she's gonna stream tonight, I'm gonna stream a little bit later so I can raid her. Because she just hit partner. And I want to give her a little congratulatory raiderino. Oh no, just tomorrow. Her thing's tomorrow, and I'm gonna be at work, so I can't even raid her. That's fine. It's fine. Hi, Metal. Hi, hello. Hi. How's it going? Cassidy online? What happens when you're offline then? I basically go into stasis. I go into stasis. When I'm not around you guys, I is that even in existence? Hi, Metal. How's it going? Whoa. You're not seeing it? You're lying. You're lying. You're lying to me. You're lying. Of course you see it. Of course you see it. Do you see this? Do you see this? Okay. Which would you prefer to see? This or the point that I was trying to make? Choose your options wisely. I'm okay. How Cass? I'm good. I'm pretty dang good. I'm pretty dang great. I feel great. I feel reinvigorated by my name change. Actually, because Sidekick Refugee was awesome, but that was always meant to be a placeholder. I had to ditch it at some point. I should have ditched it sooner, but I couldn't even think of a name sooner. I'm bad at names. Chat. I'm good at other things creatively, making up thingsively, but with making up names, it's a little difficult for me. It's a fucking miracle I got Cassidy Sinclair. I think that was meant for me. I think it was meant for me. Cassidy Sinclair. Just stab me and get it over with. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like that, wouldn't you? You get to go brag to all your friends. Oh, I got stabbed by Cassidy. You want to see my scar? You want to know how I got these scars? My VTuber was a drink. Wait, how does that go? You want to know how I got these scars? My VTuber was a drinker and a gambler and Mike, oh my god. Thank you for the 45 streak. Your devotion means so much to me. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. For 45. Crazy. I don't know if I would brag about it. Why wouldn't you? Well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Give me one reason. Give me one reason why you wouldn't brag about that. Are you not proud of me? Are you ashamed of me? Metal's ashamed of me. Hi. You belittled me about possibly bragging about it, and now it's bad I would brag. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. That was fucked up of me. You're right. Unironically. Sorry. Sorry. Sometimes when you brat, when you're a brat, you kind of lose yourself in the bit, and then it becomes like a snake eating its own tail. Like a bratty snake eating its own tail. I'm sorry. I know. You should put fucked up and evil in I need to make this a command. You should put fucked up and evil in my birthday card. Howdy, SFR. How's it going today? You like? Aw, 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 really, 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 really. How many times have I said really this stream? How many times? I need to stop. I need to go cold turkey. I'm gonna go cold turkey. It's becoming a problem. I mean all of them, but still it's becoming a problem. I gotta chill. Gotta chill with that, man. I already made a card. I'm not that good with birthday wishes. Aww, aww, aww. I'm sure it's great. I'm not peeking, by the way, chat. I'm not gonna peek at the cards, obviously. Now that would be evil. Well, it wouldn't be evil. It wouldn't be evil. It would just be a lack of discipline. Just a lack of discipline, which I shan't exercise. Speaking of exercise, god damn it, I missed the treadmill. I missed the fucking treadmill. I am so angry. I am so angry. Not actually angry, but I miss the treadmill. I miss the treadmill. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. I missed it. I miss it. I miss being on the treadmill. Messed up. It's messed up. Let's read Model Land. I am curious. I'm curious. Let me see. Let me fetch this from the Internet Archive. Wait, what? Wait. Wait, can I read it? No, what do you mean? What do you mean unavailable? What do you mean? Hang on. I am reading this fucking book. I am reading this fucking book. Are you fucking for real right now? Hang on. I'm trying to find a PDF. I'm trying to find a PDF. Google Books. Wait, that's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. Here we go. Here we go. All right, hang on. Wait, is this like the actual book or is this the fucking Sparks notes of the goddamn book? Oh my god, this is a fucking Sparks. There's a Sparks notes for Model Land. Why? 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 What teacher? What teacher has fucking Model Land in their goddamn curriculum that there's like a Sparks notes type thing for Model Land? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Oh my god, I'm going to Reddit for this. I'm actually on Reddit. Okay, they pointed me to this website. There. Okay, wait. Wait, is this it? Did I get it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh my god. Oh my god, we might not be able to read Model Land tonight. We might not be able to read it. I might have to hunt it down in person at a library. At an in-person library. I looked it up on Amazon the other night. I was legit gonna buy it, but it's not available. Tyra Banks is ashamed of her child, Model Land. Tyra Banks doesn't want the public to read Model Land, which makes me want to read it even more. I need to read this book. I need Model Land. I need to know why everyone was having like a fucking Spartacus moment in the trailer saying they were all Tukey. Did she legit watch Spartacus and then just took that idea? Did she legit do that? Hang on. We might have to put this off. I might have to check some libraries tomorrow after work. Damn, man. Crazy. Oh, hang on a sec. There's an app. Wait. Wait. There's only a sample. There's only a sample. I have to get it in person. I can read the sample. Okay, we can read the sample. We can read the sample, chat. We can read the sample. How's that sound? How's that sound? Let me see. Okay. Wait, what kind of background music should I have for Model Land? Ugh. Hang on. Thanks for bearing with me. Wow. Wow. I always feel bad sometimes where I'm doing stuff like this and you're all just there, just like sitting down. Like I wish you could see me how I'm sitting right now. Um Picture me sitting on my chair and I have my legs spread and I have the palms of my hands in between the gap in my legs, and my arms are straight in front of my chest, and I'm rocking in front of my chair. I'm like rocking in my chair, and that's how I imagine some people. That's certainly how I watch some people, some streamers when they're doing what I'm doing right now. And then I feel bad doing that, but whenever I watch a streamer who's doing that, I don't think anything of it. I don't think anything of it. It's a thing that happens and that people do, but I get like I get self-conscious sometimes. Okay. Should we just use the music that's playing right now? We could do that. Let me see. Let me put this over here. Let me drag Model Land over here. Let me minimize that. And let's go over here. Let's go right here. Ugh, I'm a little bit, hang on. You pose with the book between your spread legs? That's not the image I was trying to... Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Sure, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for Model Land? This is the sneak peek. This is the preview of the Model Land. Wait, is this like the song? Is this the song lyrics on this first page? I'm just gonna read chapter 1. We've all yeah, this is the song. Oh my god, she wrote down the song. Okay, I'm just gonna start at like chapter 1. We're just gonna do chapter 1. Have you ever seen her? Wait, let me move my mic. Have you ever seen her? The girl whose face not even the meanest person you know would describe as yuck, but who you'd never in a million, no, a trillion years describe as alluring either. Let's see. It's on YouTube, like the audiobook? Or you're talking about the song? I actually found the lyrics to the song. It's not those. It's on. Oh, really? I already started on chapter 1. I gotta leave some for you guys. Can we play the song to get us in the right headspace? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do this. Oh my god, man.
Hey, it's Tyra me running in the NYC with 4 chicks in green, and they all look at me, they all running for the life. Their beauty is in strife, running from this wasteland and back to model land. Can you survive model land?
Oh my god.
Can you survive model land?
Oh my god, wow.
Four chicks in green running the New York streets. Can you survive my model land? In green and they all look at me. They are running
It's
from the
so
life. Their beauty is in
bad.
strife, running from this
Tyra.
wasteland and back to model land. Can you survive model land? Can you
Tyra,
survive
honey.
model land? Four chicks in green running the New York streets. Can you survive?
What was she thinking?
In green and they all look at me. They
This
all
is like
running for
auto-tune
life.
to
Their
a
beauty is in
million.
strife, running from this wasteland and back to model land. Can you survive model land? Can you survive model land? Four chicks in green running the New York streets. Can you survive model land?
She took lessons from that Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney did that? No way. No way. No freaking way. No way. No, not Paul. Not Paul. Look up temporary secretary. As someone said in a comment I saw, it sounds like she cranked autotune to max and sang over a Crash Bandicoot song. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, who are here, that's what we're reading right now. I'm just gonna read a little bit of Model Land by Tyra Banks. Get ready. Get ready for literary Kino. Maybe. All right. Have you seen her? The girl whose face not even the meanest person you know would describe as yuck, but who you'd never in a million, no, a trillion years describe as alluring either. The girl whose eyes are 3 centimeters too far apart and whose mouth is 4 centimeters too wide. Not that you'd break out a ruler, but when you look at her, it's enough to make you say something is definitely off. Come on now, you've seen. Hang on. Come on now, you've seen her. She's the girl whose hair has multiple personality disorder and can't decide if it's supposed to be quasi curly, silky straight, frantic frizzy, or wet and wavy, or must presume. Wait, huh? Hang on. Oh, it's cut off weird. It's cut off weird. No wonder I messed up. This is cut off weird. Okay. I'll look over. Will it still capture if I move it? Oh, perfect. Okay. It's in front of me now. It's like right in front of me. It's like right in front of me. Let's see. Where am I? Silky straight, frantic frizzy, or wet and wavy, or maybe a power to the people fro. The girl whose body is a contradiction of itself, a slightly hunched back from years of poor posture. One must presume feet the size of snowshoes, and stick figure arms and legs so fragile you think you hear them screaming, "Feed me an entire grilled cow now." The girl with the humongous, punch bowl sized head, with a forehead that goes on and on and on and on and on, making her look like the weight of her cranium will topple her over and break her into 1,000 pieces. Damn. Not only is her clothing painfully mismatched, so are her eyes. Darling. Oh god, she wrote darling. Oh my god. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. She wrote darling. That's almost the only thing worse than the only thing worse than that is writing ... Like actually writing ... Um You heard me right. She has one green eye and one brown eye. Whoa, she has hydrochromia? She has namoxamyl chromed out, Nia. Have you ever seen Tuki de la Creme? I bet you have. Maybe you've even met her. You just don't remember her. No one ever does. As far as unusual looking as she was... Wait, for as unusual looking as she was, Tuki was a forget-a-girl, one of the most forgettable girls in the entire world. But maybe, not for long. Hydro when you have two eye colors, hydrochromia, chromatica, Tyler the Creator's chromacopia. You know what I'm talking. Anyway, our tale begins on a Thursday afternoon, the most ordinary of ordinary afternoons. A few days shy of the most unordinary day of the entire year. Tuki de la Creme was splayed on her back on the hallway floor of her school, the Bangle, Bauble, and Bead Institute, B3 as it was commonly called. Her large, mismatched eyes didn't blink as she stared at the stained ceiling. Her gangly legs shot out at odd angles as though she'd fallen from a 6-story building. Her enormous feet pointed straight up. An internal clock counted down the time in perfect cadence. T minus 6 minutes, 49 seconds, 48, 47. Oh my god. Yeah, she's pulling the Family Guy death pose. Except her feet are pointing up. So, work that imagination of yours, chat. Work that imagination of yours. Family Guy death pose, but somehow her feet are sticking up. Let's see. As Tuki waited, she lifted to her face a cold canister of whipped cream, inserted the nozzle straight into her mouth. I think we have a Manic Pixie Dream Girl from the perspective of not a guy who's after the Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Hello, Roblox. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the hideout. Oh my gosh. Is this good without background music? Do you want me to put background music? I could put background music if you want. I could keep going. Let me know. Let me know. A bit of cream accidentally. Oh, wait. It's better without? Okay. Inserting the nozzle straight into her mouth, she pressed the trigger that delivered the airy sweetness directly onto her tongue. A bit of cream accidentally dropped from her mouth and dripped from her chin to her neck. With each spurt, more and more of the cream fell to her snug-fitting hand-me-up blue blouse, which had once been her younger sister's. Another squirt landed. Oh, this is so lewd. What the fuck? This is so Tyra. What's this? Tyra was giving us like some crazy subtext. Chat. Get your pens out. This is what we call whoopsie. This is what we call subtext. You have a girl on the ground, contorted into a questionable position. And Tyra is over here talking about drippy cream. And Tuki's doing it to herself. I'm not a master writer, but this feels like subtext. This feels like it's talking about squirting. This feels like subtext of the lesbianic nature. Like sapphic. It's giving sapphic. I'm not a professor. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. She then licked her tiny baby fingers from thumb to pinky and prepared for the next squirt. Okay, you know what? No, this is totally this is totally this is oh wow. Is this low-key erotica? No way. How was Tuki able to lie in the middle of her school's hallway? And that's another thing. She's doing this in public. She's doing this in a public setting. She's doing this in a public setting. Can you survive Model Land? How was Tuki able to lie in the middle of her school's hallway during class time, enjoying whipped cream from the can, and not get herself into any trouble? Well, Tuki was the Institute's best skipper. No one, not even the most cunning teachers, noticed she was gone when she skipped out of class way before most of her lessons ended. T minus 4 minutes, 33 seconds, 32, 31. As Tuki stretched her legs, the backs of her calves touched the betingly cold marble, making her shiver. She's shivering now, chat. She's okay. Really beating us over the head with this with this imagery. Really giving our imaginations the business. Most people would have found it uncomfortable, but Tuki was happy she felt something. At least she was still alive and breathing. Sometimes Tuki was so used to being a forget-a-girl that she thought she really was invisible. T minus 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. A loud but familiar clanging made Tuki jump. The school's bell was actually an old-time buzzer that had long ago signaled factory shift changes. In days gone by, before the Institute had taken over the building, B3 had produced 3 things: bangles, baubles, and beads. Once the bell stopped, a familiar rumbling made Tuki cringe. An oily belch followed, sending a thick cloud of greenish smoke through the vents. A stench filled the air. It smelled like a mix of gasoline, mold, melted plastic, and methane gas, emanating from the bowels of the building. Excruciatingly loud school bells weren't the only relics left over from when B3 had been a factory. The administration had done very little in way of renovation to convert the safety code deficient building into a proper institute of learning. Wow. We're this is groaning. Wait. Oh, we're groaning now? The school let out belches and eruptions all day and leaked fumes from every crevice. Uh, should I just read this with the inflection that I would read like a sexy time book? Like like should I do that? The school let out belches and eruptions all day and leaked fumes from every crevice. Groaning, the students emerged from their classrooms. Ugh, Ariella Bertona wailed, fanning the odors from her face. Nasty, Tatiana Sharoni said, pressing a sachet of dried flowers to her nose. The B4 Institute tooted again. Jason Milano chortled, trottling out the school's oldest, tiredest, but aptest joke. Everyone called the school B4 for bile, barf, belches, and butt bombs. More doors were flung open, and the sound of footsteps thundered through the halls. Tuki quickly closed her eyes. She then peeked to see just how far the approaching mob was from her prone body. Sorry. 9 feet away, she estimated. The conversations of passerby began to wash over her. Tuki felt like a fly on the wall. Czar Pessa says she's spending 50,000 on her prep, said an annoyed female voice over Tuki's head. Hag, what do you think the look will be at T-Dod this year? A girl with a forehead tattooed whined. A forehead tattoo? You're not going to tell us what the forehead tattoo is? She's not going to tell us what the forehead tattoo is. Why not? Why can't we know what the forehead tattoo is? What do you guys think the forehead tattoo would say on this model school girl? I think it would say, I think it. Oh, what would a forehead tattoo say? Maybe blessed. I think it would say blessed. I lost my place. Oh, here it is. I hope my tatted face will be in. Don't hold your breath, Inky, a male voice answered. Another voice floated over from the other side of the corridor. If they don't choose me, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I'll die if I end up working in a belt buckle factory like my mom. I've been crying for a month straight. I hope my eyes aren't going to stay all puffy like this. Many of the conversations had to do with the big event that was taking place in 2 days. The Day of Discovery, which most people shortened to T-Dod. It was the grandest of holidays, and B3 was even letting its students have Friday off this week to prepare, an absolute rarity. Not that Tuki really cared. Damn. This is some top-notch world building. Like it's called B3, but the students call it B4. This is like some 3-dimensional world building even. Where am I? Not that Tuki really cared. Where do you think the rest of them will be this year? A girl with a nasally voice asked. I heard a girl found one in a pot boiling sweet potatoes and burned up her hands real bad trying to get it. Tuki shifted on the floor. Now they were talking about smizes. Chad, do you know what a smize is? Do you know about smizing? If you don't know about like Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model, you might not even know what that means. But you could probably guess. You could probably take like a crazy wild guess. It basically means you're smiling with your eyes. I know, I know. Do you smize, chat? I'll admit I haven't mastered the art of the smize yet. But my blue steel is coming along. That's for damn sure. Where am I? Girls had been searching for the magical charms for days, fighting at water spigots, sloshing through sewers, splashing in the Peppertown pool, which everyone knew kids peed in. I found the pipe where the gunk water from the Shivra hospital dumps out, a hopeful girl whispered. No one's going to be looking for smizes there. Wait, does smize mean something else in this? I think it means, okay, I'm guessing it means like some sort of invitation. I don't know. As more people passed, as more girls chattered about T-Dot, Tuki began to feel lonelier and lonelier. It was yet another day when no one, not a single person, looked down on the floor and cried, "Oh, check out that girl down there." All the students rushed past Tuki like water in a stream, flowing around a rock. Rubber sneakers almost crushed her fingers. Heavy boots nearly bumped her shins. A piece of paper fluttered out of someone's notebook and landed close to Tuki's left hand. The paper's owner, a dark haired girl, bent down to snatch it, not even noticing that Tuki was there. Irrelevant. Wait. Hi, new and tasty. Expendable, forgettable. All Tuki wanted was for someone to notice her, anyone. Just a simple kick in the ribs, or a sneaker sole that squished her hand, or a textbook that slipped from a student's grip and fell on her large forehead. She wasn't picky. Spin, thud, spin, thud, spin, spin, thud. Tuki looked up at at a spinning dervish approaching, talking in her long, thick, curly, wheat blonde hair, her silver dollar-sized aqua eyes, and her perfectly symmetrical face. It was as if Tuki's wish had come true, sort of. Sort of. For here was her sister, Miracle. Oh, real? Oh, okay. Wow. That should have been the forehead tattoo. That should have been the spelling for the forehead tattoo. It should have been Miracle. Misplacements everywhere. But hindsight is 2020. Chat. How are you doing, New and Tasty? How's it going? Where's Miracle? Where was I? Miracle, her sister. Someone who did not notice her, except, well, Tuki didn't really want her to. Spotting Tuki sprawled on the floor, Miracle began to sing. Oh god, no, I don't want to sing. You are not my D-nay-nay. She gave one spin for each word, making the hem of her blue dress flutter. It was a dress, Tuki guessed, that would pass to her as a hand-me-down in a matter of days. Tuki rolled her eyes at her sister's mispronunciation of DNA. I was wondering what her sister was singing. Beyond her looks and fancy flights of footwork, what was most disturbing to Tuki about the Miracle, as Tuki's mom called her, was not that she was Tuki's younger sister. The most disturbing fact was that the Miracle was distinctly, undisputably, flat out dense, as dumb as a lobotomized turkey, and turkeys were said to raise their heads to the sky during rainstorms and drown themselves. Bro's reading voice. What is it good? And what is that? Mokafi, what is that? Wait, is this a good thing? Cute? Hype cute? Really? Really? Am I doing a good job? It's cozy. Aw. Aw. I do like reading to you guys. I'm gonna grab another Diet Coke. Hang on. Okay. Hi, Mocafe. How are you? How was your day? I'm glad you were able to find me here. Oh, we're in an ad break now. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I just noticed the ad break just started. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. Go get a snack. Stretch your legs. We'll continue this odyssey in a couple of minutes. BRB. Hi. Hello. Hello. I'm back. I'm back. Oh. Hang on. Hi. Hi. Doing well. The new name fits you perfectly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm happy. It feels like a proper thing. I'm glad you're good. You guys want to see the headphones I got? The earbuds I got? I burped a little bit. I got these, but they're blue. I got these ones. I got these ones. They're pretty dang good. They're pretty nice. I like the sound. I like the sound. I might have to get another smartwatch. I put it off for a few days to like hopefully find it, but I don't think I'm gonna find it. I think it's actually gone. It wasn't crazy expensive. The Nothing brand is not crazy expensive, so I'm not like crying. But yeah, doesn't it look so cool? Isn't the design like really freaking cool? I also like the headphones, but I don't need headphones. But if you've never seen the headphones before, they look like this. They're freaking cool. They're so cool. But yeah, Nothing is a brand that kind of gets it design-wise. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. D-Nay-Nay. That might be maybe that's a new vocal stem. Not really. Not really. Anyway. Where's my here it is. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Miracle had memorized every intricate dance step of the 22 verses of the Shivira Shuffle, after all, and at least she understood the concept of DNA, even if she got the pronunciation wrong. But in all honesty, Miracle wasn't the brightest tube of lipstick in the makeup caddy. I'll go now. Have a nice rest of stream and day. Take care, Metal. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. I really, 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 really appreciate you. Take care. Take care. I'll see you around. Let's see. Miracle wasn't the brightest tube of lipstick in the makeup caddy. Luckily, Miracle peroded out of sight almost immediately. Problem gone for now. Tuki sighed and reached for a small, thick yellow book wedged under her lower back. It wasn't just any regular yellow, but the color of a taxicab that had been freshly painted and spit polished. And it wasn't just any regular book, but a collection of letters Tuki had written. Had written to people she'd encountered throughout her life. Not that she would ever dare send them. Chat, do you think by the end of the book, Tuki will get the courage to send these letters? She called this book T-Mail Jail. Tuki found it ironic that the book's initials, TMJ, also stood for an ailment that impaired a person's ability to open her mouth. Damn, Tyra's got some writing chops. The front cover displayed Tuki's first name, handwritten in beautiful calligraphy. The spine of T-Mail Jail read, "Don't keep out." The back urged, "Invade my privacy, please." If one were inclined to follow these instructions, the cover challenged, "I dare you to turn the page," but no one dared. Or, more accurately, cared. As the crowd continued to move around her, Tuki opened T-Mail Jail to a blank page. She closed her eyes, selected one of the dozens of colored pens tucked in the pocket of the book's back cover, and held it in front of her face. Blue in her color code was for the English language. Boring, Tuki thought. Tuki uncapped the pen, held the journal in the air over her head, and began to write to her only friend in the world. She had been missing for over 6 weeks now, and Tuki feared she'd never see her again. Whoa, Tuki has her own, her own, uh, uh, what was the name? What was the name of that girl from Life is Strange that Chloe was looking for? Amber Heard? No, wait. Wait, no. Um, uh, something Amber. Something Amber, but not Amber Heard. That's a different Amber. That's a bad Amber. Dear Lizzie, it's day 39 of my great SPLID campaign, and everyone is still ignoring me. SPLID stood for Silent Protest by Lying Down. Tuki pronounced it spilled, as an oblivious classmate almost whacked Tuki's head with a rusty fencing epi. Tuki licked the tip of her pen, gripped it in her right hand, and continued to write. She wasn't a natural right-hander, but her mom had slapped her wrist so many times for writing with her left that Tuki had begrudgingly made the switch. Damn. It hurts that you can't be here and I can't tell you this for real. It hurts, too, that you disappear for weeks and I have no idea where you've gone. Girl, you're my only friend. Can't you at least tell me where you've been? Anyway, everyone is caught up in the Day of Discovery happening this week, but even if they weren't caught up in all the hoopla of the coming event, they still wouldn't see me. Perhaps I don't want them to notice me. I mean, this is SPLID number 39. Why not go for the world record? 40 days of lying on this cold hallway floor, waiting for someone to speak to me, but no one saying a word. 40 days of being invisible. Lizzie, there must be an association that honors achievements like this. I can hear my acceptance speech now. I'd like to thank the SPLID Academy. There is nothing more beautiful than a forget-a girl being recognized by her own forget-a peers, and let's not forget my dear family. On second thought, let's. Miss ya, girl. Hopefully I'll see you today. Signed, Tuki. Over the I in her name, Tuki added a tiny FG for Forget a Girl. I kind of want it to be Forget a Gal. Forget a Gal sounds like it would be way more catchy than Forget a Girl. But chat, were you a Forget a Gal in school? Was that your reality? I'll be honest. That was my reality. Forget a Gal. Theta, were you one of the, whoopsie, were you one of those? Were you a Forget a Gal? um, should I be reading this on my cell phone? Should I have my cell phone out? Probably, yeah. But before closing T-Mail Jail, She thumbed through its previous entries, admiring the rainbow of colors. Every color represented a different language. Flamingo pink for Gaudian, Cabernet grape for Tress Julie, Mandarin orange for Bay Jingle, and skyscraper gray for Colorian. Huh. The language spoken in the distant land of Sans color. So this world has like different languages and like races like go with those languages, and there's a race called the Gaudian and the Tress Jolie and the Bay Jingle and the Colorians from the land of Sans color. Huh. Tuki had a knack for quickly picking up foreign languages and wrote whole letter entries to them. By the age of 11, Tuki knew 28 languages. 28! There's 28 different races that Tyra Banks made up? There's not even 28 different races or languages in the real world. Now at 15, she spoke nearly every world tongue. The nagging truth, though, was that this incredible linguistic gift of Tuki's seemed wasted and was almost a cruel cosmic trick. Why give this ability to a girl with whom no one wanted to speak? The thundering crowd in the Bangle, Bauble, and Bede Institute hallway started to thin. Tuki nervously smoothed out her shorts, closed her T-mail jail, and straightened her body out of its position suggestive of traumatic injury. And then she heard the bow-legged footsteps she'd been waiting for. Step, pause, step, pause, step, coming her way. There was only one person at B3 who had spoken to Tuki besides Miracle, class president Theophilus Lovelaces. Move over, J.K. Rowling. Move over, J.K. Rowling. I think someone's got you beat when it comes to naming characters. And that's Miss Tyra Banks. Theophilus Lovelaces, the very step pause figure quickly approaching. It had been 1 year ago, almost to the day, but Tuki hadn't forgotten it. In truth, it was why she had invented the act of splitting in the first place. There were many letters in T-mail jail written to Theophilus, all expressing unrequited admiration and affection. Tuki longed to slip one into his locker, but she knew she never would. A year ago, Tuki had taken a real spill, tumbling down the narrow spiral staircase to the cafeteria. All she clearly remembered about the moment was one foot touching that first step and then both enormous feet flying into the air. She was falling. There was the floor. Boom. Tuki had landed so hard the world had gone black for a few minutes. Spots began to appear before her eyes, bodies swept past her, but not one person tried to help. Tuki had just lain there while the day continued as usual for everyone else at the Bangle, Bauble, and Bede Institute. She really just tripped, fell, and did the Family Guy death pose for the rest of the day. She really just lied there. We need whoopsie. That should be the cover of we need a fan cover of Model Land where we commission an artist to draw Tuki doing like the Peter Griffin Family Guy death pose. We need this in existence. Okay, okay. Where was I? Where was I? But then a figure in a pinstripe jacket had appeared. Tuki's vision was still blurry, but she could make out a small round button on the figure's lapel. Chat, I don't want this preview to end. I don't want this preview to end. How many pages is left? I don't even. Are you okay? Theophilus Lovelaces stood above Tuki like a royal guardsman coming to the aid of his queen. The pin on his lapel was one of the good luck charms he passed out to B3 students in hopes of getting reelected every school year. He'd never given one to Tuki, though. The noises in the cafeteria ceased to exist. Tuki was groggy from her fall. Her ears rang to the point of leaving her deaf, and her mouth felt like it had been anesthetized. And this, wow, I cannot pronounce words today. I'm bad at pronunciation today. But that didn't stop her from noticing his imperfectly perfect features, sun-kissed, tightly curled hair, a light cheekbone that was sharper and more defined than the right, and sympathetic golden brown eyes, the exact color of 2 salted caramels. Tuki's favorite candy, by the way. He wore a camel-colored suit of the finest fabric, an indication of his family's prestige. They were the wealthiest in all of Metopia? Metopia? Does it actually say by the way? No, it didn't. It didn't actually say by the way. I did a pause where I shouldn't have, and I wanted to save the flow of my reading, so I added by the way. They were the wealthiest in all of Metopia, and yet he didn't carry himself with an air of privilege or self-righteousness. In fact, he chose to attend B3 over a private school in his own neighborhood because he wanted to be among the regular people. And now he was smiling at Tuki kindly and generously as though they were equals. I got disconnected for a sec. Please repeat. Repeat what part? Repeat what part? What part do you need me to repeat? Do you want me to go back to his eyes? Oh, my response to your question. By the way wasn't in the book. I added by the way because I accidentally paused when I shouldn't have. And I didn't want to mess up the flow of the reading, so I added by the way to stay in a good flow. Where was I? It wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. Oh, it would have. It would have been nearly as. Oh, yeah. 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 Wait, where was I? You want to know? Oh, yeah. As though they were equals. Yes, she had wanted to tell him, I'm better than okay, but her mouth wouldn't work. Theophilus tilted his head to the side, his lip curling over a slightly chipped tooth. That was quite a spill. And then, amazingly, he had reached down and taken her hand. Tuki's tongue was frozen solid. She had imagined that she must look like to him. Wait, both really? I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm trying to read. Tuki's tongue was frozen solid. She had imagined what she must look like to him, like a rag doll without most of its stuffing, and with trace lines of drool on both her cheeks. Disgusting. After a few moments of Tukey lying there, just staring, Theophilus stepped back, an apologetic look on his face. Okay, sorry. Going to the grocery store? We'll be listening if it doesn't get disconnected again. Okay. Sorry again for mobile people. I'm sorry. Me reconnecting Twitch to my OBS definitely knocked a few screws loose. So I'm sorry you mobile people can't turn the resolution down to like a lower number. Like, I'm sorry you're missing out on the true Y2K experience by not being able to put the stream to like 480p or something. Still can't do audio only, don't worry. Oh, wait. I still... Do you mean you can or you can't? Anyway, I'm gonna continue. And enjoy groceries. Where was I? Okay, sorry. And then he had turned around and left. They hadn't talked since. Now, Theophilus was fast approaching T-minus 10, 9, 8. Albert Talbert. What the fuck? I'm sorry. That name almost caught me off guard. Albert Talbert, the most disheveled student in B3, walked alongside him, his unlaced shoes flapping against the hard, shiny floor. Is this a foil character? Wait. Is Albert the foil to Theophilus? Because Theophilus, his last name is Lovelaces, and Albert Talbert is like his shoelaces are unlaced. I think this is a foil. I think I'm calling it right now. Albert Talbert is gonna betray Theophilus. I'm calling this right now. Or maybe Theophilus will turn out to be a bad guy, and Albert Talbert will actually be like the love interest of this book. Or maybe they'll I don't know. I'm just saying I'm noticing a potential foil right now. Anyway, T-minus 3 seconds. 2. Maybe Theophilus would see her today, splayed out in the splid. Maybe he would do as he did last year, standing above her, extending his hand, asking, "Are you okay?" And then Tukey would stare into his salted caramel eyes and tell him exactly how she felt. Theophilus crossed. I fucking love saying his name now. Oh my god, it's kind of fun to say. You should try it at home, chat. You should try saying this guy's name at home. You should try it, and don't try not to pronounce it correctly. It's so fun. Theophilus crossed in front of Albert, and let's see, and stumbled over Albert's shoelaces. As what did I tell you? It's a freaking foil. And stumbled over Albert's shoelace as if it were a tripwire. His body pitched forward. Tukey reached up her arms to catch him. Unfortunately, Theophilus caught hold of an open locker and steadied himself. Something plopped onto Tukey's chest, and she did a half sit-up to peer at it. Vote for love. Theophilus's button. Tukey stared at the button for a long time. Finally, she tentatively reached for it, thrilled to touch something that had so recently been so close to Theophilus's skin. Tukey's hand was 2 centimeters from reaching Vote for Love when, whoosh, A field hockey stick grazed her abdomen and sent the button flying across the hall. Hi, Nia. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. How are you? How's it going? I need to hydrate for a sec. Hang on. Tuki sat up fast, panicked. There, Love was rolling right up to Manny Manuel's locker. It's mine. Tuki lurched to her feet and charged through the stomping crowd, nearly knocking Manny over. She scanned the floor for the button. Where is it? Where is it? Then she spied it. There, near that pair of hairy legs. The legs belonged to Abigail Goody, who wore her super thick, long, wavy black hair with pride, even from her armpits. Abigail took a step forward, and her sharp knee squished the Vote for Love button, which shot out from under her shoe. Tuki cried out in pain, as if the button were her own tender skin. Love careened down the stairs. Tuki bolted at top speed down the steps, taking 2, then 3 at a time. Follow the love, Tuki. Follow the love. A shiny black boot kicked the button and sent it sailing through the stale cafeteria air right blah blah blah. Sorry, I said that weird. A shiny black boot kicked the button and sent it sailing through the stale cafeteria air right into a trash can. Tuki pursued it like a lion after a zebra. She wanted that button. It felt like the only new thing anyone had given her in her life. Not that Theophilus had exactly given it to her, but Tuki wasn't one to quibble over semantics. She reached the trash can, took a deep breath, and plunged her hands into it. She felt slimy banana peels, congealed macaroni and cheese, crusty heels of bread, and sticky soda cans. Finally, her fingers curled around the button, and she pulled it out with glee. The poor thing was badly damaged, dented, and slimy from its voyage. In fact, it no longer said vote for love. The V and O and E of the first word were gone. The F and R of the second were totally erased. And of the last word, the L, was knocked into non existence, and the V was scratched so badly it resembled a K, but the E remained intact. Tuki almost threw the button back in the trash before her eyes focused again. And she saw that it now spelled its own version of her. Whoa. Me, she gasped, and then she looked up. To her astonishment, Theophilus stood at her side, staring at her gunked up hands above the trash can. He was quite short, only coming up to Tuki's chin. And there was a whisper of a bemused smile on his lips. Find what you were looking for? It was astounding, amazing. The second sentence Theophilus had ever said to her. Tuki stared at the button in her hand. Maybe she should maybe she could show it to Theophilus. Look how your slogan changed into my name, she could say. Don't you think it's a sign too? Theophilus? Tuki and Theophilus's heads swiveled to the left. Zarpisa, oh my god, how do you say this name? Zarpisa Zarnox. Wait. Zarpisa? Zarpisa? Zariano? Zar, oh my, what is this fucking Deep Space Nine Star Trek name before my eyes? God. Zarpessa Zervinox strolled into the hallway with long, single-textured bone straight auburn hair, flawless skin that didn't need an ounce of concealer, eyelashes that required not a stroke of mascara, and a tall, lean body kissed with subtle curves. She made every head in the B3 hall whip in her direction. And just like that, Tuki's heart drooped to her hand-me-down shoes. Oh wait, hand-me-up shoes, I'm sorry. Which were 2 sizes too small. Zarpessa was Theophilus's girlfriend. Damn. They'd been an item for the past 3 years. There you are, Zarpessa trilled, swinging her golden rod-hued dream bag. This year's $5,000 IT purse in her hand. She glided toward Theophilus with the grace of a swan and held up a massive poster written in gold glitter pen. Tsar Pisa Zeronox presents Theophilus Lovelaces for president. Again. Oh, I'm sorry. Theophilus Lovelaces for president. ... Again. This is made with real gold dust, Zarpessa boasted. My dad had some to spare, and our mayor's sister's psychoanalyst's neighbor's BFF told me that the posters written with precious metals like this definitely get you reelected. Theophilus turned his attention from Tuki and looked at Zarpessa. Oh, great, Tsar. He unconsciously reached to the area of his chest where his Vote for Love button used to be. The empty spot made him pause for a moment, flustered. But then he kissed Zarpessa gently on the lips. It was hard for Tuki not to stare. Oh, how she wanted it to be her lips. Theophilus was kissing right now. She had imagined it so many times, and she and Theophilus alone together in the dry Peppertown forest, their lips moving closer, ... closer, ... closer. Sorry. And finally touching to give Tuki her first and only kiss. Zarpessa would be forgiven. Tuki would be remembered. The happy couple walked away, arm in arm, leaving Tuki alone by the stinking trash can. She slipped the button into the pocket of her shorts, the fabric so tight she could feel the Tuki digging into. Sorry. I don't know why that makes... Oh man. All sorts of emotions. Sorry, I don't know why that sounded weird to me. I don't know why that was funny to me. All sorts of emotions flooded through her. Hope, then disappointment, then embarrassment, then shame. Even if Theophilus had spoken to her, it wouldn't have meant he wanted to know her. It would take a miracle. No, not Tuki's sister miracle, but a real miracle for Theophilus to notice her in the way she wanted. And for Tuki de la Creme, miracles were impossible to come by. I think that's a good stopping point. I think that's a pretty good stopping point. I'm pretty sure the the preview is gonna end probably in the middle of chapter 2 anyway, which would not make me happy. So I'll check a library tomorrow after work to get like to hopefully find a copy of it, since I can't get a freaking PDF, since I can't get it from Amazon or whatever. I don't know. Should I keep reading this? Or was one chapter enough? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Hang on. I got a drink. I gotta. Okay. Where's my music? Where's my music? Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right. That's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. It's definitely an entertaining read. It's definitely an entertaining read. I don't know why Tyra Banks is trying to have this erased from history. Or maybe it's not even because of Tyra. Maybe it's like a publisher thing. Like, maybe it didn't sell enough to warrant like a reprinting? I don't know. This requires some investigation, I think. But yeah, regardless of me reading it on stream or not, I'm gonna try and find a copy. I'm gonna try and do that. That'll be my latest raison d'etre. Let me see. Well, I got almost 20 minutes before the next ad break. I mean, I guess I could keep reading. I burped a little bit. I guess I could keep reading. Should I keep reading? Yeah, let's just. I like reading. I like reading to you. I like reading to you guys. I like reading to you guys, even though I know I put you to sleep. I know I've put some of you to sleep. Some of you have told me before. Let me see. Let me bring it back up on my end. Here we go. Chapter 2. Exodus. Oh, the smell. The dreadful smell. Poor Tukey, covered in the wretched decay of other people's refuse. How I wish I could hand her a pair of loofah mitts or offer her a scalding bath with the essential oils of eucalyptus, bergamot, and what's that third one? Whatever this is right here. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that on the shelves. And if it was on the shelves, I haven't been looking hard enough. With 3 boxes of baking soda, a gallon of laundry detergent, 12 cupfuls of all-purpose bleach, 2 squirts of antibacterial hand soap, and a dash of ammonia. Oh, darling, I can feel the burn now, but you know what they say, no pain, no removal of funk stain. Damn, I gotta use that. I'm stealing this line. I'm Screech, as Tukey was exiting her last class of the day, a course called autology, which stressed that students must look inside themselves to determine what kind of factory work best suited them. The speaker over her head bleated out 5 seconds of screeching feedback. Let's see. Tension, angle, obble, and ed students. Principal Robbie Cosby. Principal Robbie Cosby boomed over the horrendously unreliable PA system. We have imperially shut off all water due to the heightened misuse cues of the Smize craze. So if you have to use the S room, you must hold it until you are off school premises. Perfect, Tuki thought, looking at her hands, still mucky from her date with the trash can. She walked down the bank of battered lockers, rusty and chipped, some with doors nearly off their hinges, and all with students' names written on strips of paper, and finally arrived at a space without a locker. At this crevice in the wall was a small door split across the middle. As Tuki pushed down hard on the bottom half of the door, both halves retracted, one into the floor, the other into the ceiling, revealing a dangling rope. She pulled the rope to raise a hidden shelf. It was a dumbwaiter, another relic from when B3 had cranked out baubles, bangles, and beads. Factory workers used it to pass items like jewelry tools, food, and garbage between the floors of the building. Today, this old relic was Tuki de la Creme's locker. On the first day of high school at B3, all of the lockers had been taken. Left to. Oh, this is a high school? I don't know why I thought this was like, like, like a not a high school. Anyway, left to fend for herself, Tuki improvised with the dumbwaiter, but she didn't mind it at all. Besides the usual piles of textbooks and novels, Tuki had installed a miniature, fully stocked cooler. She opened the cooler, pulled out a box of wipes, and cleaned the grime from the trash bin off her hands as best she could. Then she considered her snacking options. Tuki was always hungry, so she liked to have an arsenal of food on hand. There were buttermilk biscuits, plastic containers of sausage gravy, vanilla. Sorry. Sausage. Not sausage. Vanilla sandwich cookies, every condiment from spicy ketchup to Dijon mustard to mesquite honey and chipotle barbecue sauces. Her favorites. She pretty much liked all food except chocolate. She'd once gorged at a chocolate festival her mom dragged her to in the district of Le Dorno, home of some of the finest chocolatiers in the world. She'd eaten so much she'd gotten sick on the drive home, but her mom hadn't shown her any sympathy. Oh my! I really can't pronounce some words tonight. What the heck? Sympathy when Tuki had demanded they pull over so she could throw up. She had thrown up in the car. For punishment, her mom grounded her. Literally, Tuki had been forced to sit and sleep on the floor for 1 month solid. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. At one point, I slept on the ground, because it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's not that bad. I tell myself. Finally, Tuki selected a canister of strawberry-flavored whipped cream and shot a spurt of cold, delicious whipped berry yumminess onto her tongue. Then she grabbed the books she needed for homework, slammed the dumbwaiter shut, and continued toward the double-door exit. Most of her classmates were still burbling excitedly about T-Dod. I've had to sleep in some rough places. A nice carpet floor is okay. A nice carpet floor can be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. At one point in my life I legit slept on the floor in a closet. I'm not going to get into why. but it was definitely a very stoic phase chapter in my life. Let's see. Finally, oh wait, I read the part. T dot. Kylie, a bronze-skinned girl wearing bamboo earrings the size of her head, read aloud from the Peppertown Press. The mayor of Metopia, the Honorable Devin Rump the Sixth. Oh my god, there's 6 of him? There's 6 of him. Holy shit. Devin Rump the Sixth predicts the biggest turnout ever. Spectators who have traveled to Metopia from all over the world are paying record prices for prime spots. Rump has launched an aggressive campaign to arrest scalpers who are selling tickets to VIP sections. I'm making it my personal mission, declared Mayor Rump, to protect every young girl's inalienable right. Not every young girl's inalienable right, Tuki thought as she pushed through the school's double doors. A huge sign across the street confronted her. Welcome to Peppertown. Accessories Mecca. Metopia was split into 4 quadrants, each with its own weather system. There was frigid Shivira, tempestuous pitter-patter, lovely Ladorno, only the elite lived there, and it was where T-Dot was always held. And finally, sweltering Peppertown, as hot as, you guessed it, a Scotch bonnet. I never would have guessed a Scotch bonnet. Giving me a lot of credit just now. That was where Tuki lived, and where B3 stood. Each quadrant butted up against the others like the seams of a garment. And oh, what a shock it was to travel from one quadrant into the next. The thing was, because of Metopia's expansive range of environments and wealth of natural resources, city's politicians realized that a great many things could be produced there, and a great deal of money made. The city grew into the global center of the fashion and beauty industry. The majority of Metopia's residents worked on inhumane fashion or beauty factory assembly lines. In fact, the majority of B3 students who weren't selected for the Grand Land on the mountain would end up doing the same. There were always job openings. Damn, hang on. I gotta crack my neck. Hang on. Oh. Okay. Let's see. The Welcome to Peppertown signs were on the corner of every block of the quadrant. The Quadrant Council had thought the signs would be cheerful beacons for tourists. Not that tourists ever visited. Accessories weren't the only thing associated with Peppertown, though. The thing most people associated with Peppertown was... As soon as Tuki stepped out of B3's double doors, her eyes squinted, almost closed, from the searing sun. She was basically Squintin' Tarantino. That line's not in there. The heat wafted at her like someone had just switched on the world's largest, strongest turbine-powered heater. Students covered their faces as though they'd stepped into a dust storm. Sunglasses immediately rose to eyes, and hats clapped atop heads. When her eyes had adjusted, Tuki saw Abigail Good yelling and marching by, wielding at heavens a picket sign that read, "Down with razors." And as usual, Tuki's hair exploded into expando mode, each individual follicle swelling and swelling until pop. Her multiple personality hair was about 6 times its original size. Groaning, Tuki reached into her bag, groping for a bottle of. I don't even know how to say that. It's some kind of gel. The only gel that kind of worked on her hair. The sun's wrath determined Peppertown's landscape. I almost said hellscape. I mean, it basically is. It basically is. It's really hot. The sun's wrath determined Peppertown's landscape as well. The leaves on the trees were crisp and brown. No birds nested in nooks or branches. No butterflies fluttered by. Not even the tiniest insect scuttled past the sidewalk. And you didn't dare touch the sidewalk in Peppertown. It would burn your fingerprints off. Only a few people trudged dazedly down the broiling streets that day. A fair-skinned, eggplant-shaped woman stepped out of a toe ring factory. A whole factory for toe rings? Wow. Before she could clap a sun hat on her head, her skin had turned an angry red. A man in a bowler hat weakly and uselessly fanned his face with a copy of the Peppertown Press, wet ink staining his sweaty palms. The headline on the front page said, "Baroness still on the run." It was a story that had ravaged Metopia for several years now. Apparently, a famous, wealthy baroness had run a Yonzi scheme of sorts, investing people's money unwisely and bankrupting all of them. Instead of making good on her payments, she had gathered her family and fled. Whoa. Dominique and Monique, 2 girls with large tress Jolie braids coiled around their heads, bent over a fire hydrant, watching water spray from the spout. 2 smizes have been found already, Dominique squealed. Only 2, which leaves 5 still out there somewhere. If a smize comes out now, we'll cut it in half and we can both wear it to the T-Dod. Monique squealed happily. Our chances will improve by 45.5%. Not bad. Wait, is this a preview or is this the whole book? I feel like a preview would have been over by now. Not that I'm complaining. It said this was a preview. Was I misinformed? Huh. Where was I? Oh, I was at the top. Duh. Look, a girl at the bottom of the B3 steps pointed at the sky. Everyone looked up. Hi, Mouse. I have 2 friends that work at the toe ring factory in East Melbourne, and then 3 in the toe ring factory in Southeast Melbourne. You know, the toe ring district. That is a hellish land you come from. I bet it's just as hot as Peppertown, too. Does this take place in Australia? Wait, does this take place in Australia? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're coyly trying to tell me? Everyone looked up. Some of the fog at the very top of the mountain had parted, revealing the top tips of what they all knew was a bright eye shining in the sky. Oh, everyone cried. The grand mountain poked between Peppertown's wilted trees. Even though Tuki couldn't see them from here, she knew that camera crews were camped out at the mountain's base, anxiously waiting for that golden fog to vanish and scouts to start shuttling girls up to the peak. Is this it? Dominique shrieked. Is it happening? Not yet, Zarpessa, who was standing at the curb, said knowingly. Hang on a sec. There we go. said knowingly. My leg waxer's father's sister told me this fog peekaboo is just to get us all excited, so we'll buy more souvenirs on T-Dot. Then, as if following Tsar Pessa's command, the hole in the fog closed, obscuring the mysterious mountain once more. The pandemonium quickly turned to reverent silence. Tuki's heart slowed its pace. Hey, Czar, need a ride home? Lorelei, one of Tsar Pessa's friends, asked. I'd love to see the gorgeous mansion you live in. Thanks, but no thanks, Zarpessa twirled her hair. See, my therapist, yoga teacher's meditation guru's son-in-law told me that my walk to and from school is, well, it's my time to be myself, especially in prep for the big day. Maybe another time. And then she turned and marched down a sweltering side street. Tuki sighed and turned too. She had to walk home as well, but not because some meditation guru told her it was her alone time. As she trudged along the charbroiled sidewalk, she kept she kept a running count of the cracks and the overlapping messages paint stamped onto the concrete at street corners. Faded stamps read, "Where is CIL?" Newer ones painted on the top of that said, "Where the hell is CIL?" The messages puzzled Tuki. They referred to CIL, whose name was pronounced CL. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. CL. Okay, I get it now. The most magnificent 7-star. Wait. No, not 7-star. I'm sorry. The most magnificent 7-7 ever to grace the earth. A 777, a majestic woman with caramel-colored skin and the most intoxicating eyes. For a long time, CL's visage was everywhere and monopolized every fashion campaign and runway in every major style capital of the world. Until only a few months ago, when her images had abruptly disappeared from billboards, magazines, and the sides of buses worldwide. A special news bulletin announced that CL was no longer accepting work and wouldn't be the face of her own CL by Jerk Perfume, the best-selling fragrance in the world. But there was no explanation. Tuki walked on past the long lines of accessory factories. Workers rushed in and out, their heads down, their faces permanently creased into frowns. Several children stood on the sidewalk, their eyes hollow, their hair cut short, their bodies swimming in workers' uniforms. These were the factory dependents, children sometimes even younger than Tuki, whose parents could no longer, or choose to, care for them. Greedy industry overlords took them in, housed them in slums, and paid them nothing. Servants for life. Whenever Tuki saw them, she felt a rush of pity and dread. Then she approached the sunglasses factory, whose facade was made of long sheets of glass. Her image swam in the reflection, and she winced. She still had that 4 no, 5 no, 6 head, the slightly too small weak chin, the multiple personality disorder hair, and the woolly caterpillar eyebrows. Her eyes still spread wide like an antelope's, one the color of dirt, the other the color of snot. Yep, same old Tuki, different day. A few blocks later, Tuki turned down an alley between two factories and waited in front of an old oak tree. No matter how hot it was, or how tired and dejected she felt, Tuki walked down this narrow corridor and stopped at this tree every single day. It was a special place, the place her friend Lizzie called home. It wasn't a home in the normal sense. The day Tuki met Lizzie, for any of you, and for anyone just joining us, Lizzie is Tuki's missing friend. Basically, Lizzie is the Rachel Amber to Tuki's Chloe Price. Yeah. The day Tuki met Lizzie, the nervous red-haired girl had been fleeing an invisible assailant and had dragged Tuki up this very tree with her. Nestled in the top of the branches was a tree cottage of sorts, with piles and piles of clothes inside, nurses' uniforms and firemen's boots and mechanics' jumpsuits. Bags of scones and jugs of water sat in the corner. A twin mattress, who knew how Lizzie had dragged it up there, sat in the middle, shaded by heavy branches. This was where Lizzie lived, alone. Now, as Tuki approached the tree, she thought she saw a branch rustle. She hadn't seen Lizzie in almost 6 weeks, which was a little strange. Sure, Lizzie kept an erratic schedule, not going to school, disappearing at night, but 6 weeks was an awfully long absence. Tuki was worried about her. Then Tuki spotted a shock of red hair. A figure peered down from a high branch. "Lizzie!" Tuki cried out. Her heart lifted. The girl darted down the makeshift ladder that hung from the tree cottage, grabbed Tuki's hand, and pulled her upward. When they reached the top, the girls extended their palms out, pointed to the sky with both hands, sniffed each other's armpit, and then curtsied. Huh. 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 This was their silent expression of their secret greeting. "What's up, hot queen?" "Is anyone with you?" Lizzie whispered, her left hand twitching. Tuki snorted, "Is anyone ever? You know you're always safe with a forget-a-girl." Sorry, with forget-a-girl. "I hate when you say that. Stop it." Tuki shrugged. "I'm just stating the truth." Lizzie sighed. "Well, I remember you. As clear as the day is hot, so shut up." Then she peeked down at the ground. There was an unhinged, terrified look in her eyes. "We're not being followed, Lizzie," Tuki insisted. "I swear there's no one with me or near me." Lizzie exhaled a long-held breath and flung her arms around Tuki, squeezing hard. "I've missed you so much." "Me too," Tuki said, feeling both grateful Lizzie was back and frustrated that she'd been gone in the first place. She pulled away and stared at her friend. Lizzie's skin was oddly smooth, nothing like its normal acne-prone, pock-marked, sunburned state, and she wore a blue hospital gown, tied at the top, and a pair of doctor's scrubs pants that bagged at the ankles. Shavira County Hospital was stitched on the gown. Sorry. Let me hydrate. Hang on. Okay. Shavira County Hospital was stitched on the gown. This always happened when Lizzie returned after a long period away. "So tell me everything." Lizzie flopped down on her mattress. "What have I missed?" Tuki shyly reached into the pocket of her shorts, which were now quite sweaty from the humid walk, and pulled out the button. that now said Tukey. I found this today. Lizzie stared at it carefully. Is it one of his? Tukey nodded. She told Lizzie about Theophilus countless times before, describing him in great detail, down to his Vote for Love pin. And he spoke to me too. She filled Lizzie in, except for the part about how Zarpessa had swooped in and ruined everything. Lizzie ran her fingers over the dented metal. Look at how the letters have worn off to spell your name. It's a sign. Tukey loved that Lizzie got her so quickly. No one else did. Yes, but then she appeared. Zarpessa, Lizzie guessed. Yup. Tukey groaned. That girl has everything. Gorgeousness, money, philosophus. Every time Zarpessa touches my philosophus, it digs at my heart. A conflicted look crossed Lizzie's face. And then she smiled. Actually, your heart's not the only thing Zarpessa's digging. What? What are you talking about? Tukey prodded. Lizzie raised her eyebrows. Come on, I'll show you. She grabbed Tukey's hand, and the girls climbed down the ladder. Lizzie pulled Tukey along a series of streets until they arrived at Juan George's, the only fancy restaurant in Peppertown, which catered to Quadrant's politicians. The Quadrant's politicians. I just realized something. Oh my god, why didn't any of you tell me I had the... Why didn't any of you... Oh, wait. Did it just now go away? The, Oh, it just now... Okay. Never mind. I thought I was on my desktop, like, for a while as I was reading this. I was about to say, why didn't any of you tell me? Anyway, I forgot to... Hang on. I forgot to... Actually, hang on. Reading Model Land by Tyra Banks. There, I forgot to pin that. I knew I was forgetting something in the back of my head. But you know what I'm not forgetting? You know what I'm definitely not forgetting? I'm not forgetting that I have a birthday card that for my birthday that's coming up that you could sign if you want it, if you wanted to, if you wanted to. No big deal if you didn't want to. I swear everyone in this has Star Wars names. I know, for real. Especially Zarpessa's last name. I hope we find it again. I forgot how it's like written, but oh my god. Except instead of Star Wars, I said Star Trek names. Anyway. Where was I? Lizzie raised... Okay, wait. Okay. Took her to... blah, 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 until they arrived at Juan George's, the only fancy restaurant in Peppertown, which catered to the Quadrant's politicians. What are we doing here? Tukey whispered. Shh, Lizzie whispered. She led Tukey to a dumpster at the back of the restaurant. Its lid gaped open, the lock broken. Tukey looked at Lizzie. Lizzie, are you hungry? Do you need food? Lizzie usually dumpster dove, even though Tukey tried to provide her with as much food as she could. But Lizzie shook her head. Look. A group of shabby people stood around the dumpster. Some of them wore masks. The tallest man wore a gas mask. A shorter woman wore a tribal mask, and what looked like a girl of Tukey's age had on a tattered comedy tragedy mask. The girl carried a familiar yellow dream bag in the crook of her elbow. Tukey frowned. The woman in the tribal mask pushed in front of the rest and grabbed handfuls of untouched fish fillets, half-drained bottles of wine, and loaves of day-old Tres Jolie bread. Czar, baby, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. Take the sea bass. It's still warm. Czar? Tukey whispered. Lizzie nodded feverishly, trying not to twitch. The woman pulled more items out of the dumpster. Czar, baby, here's some sparkling apple cider that's still cold. Take it, honey, please. The girl in the masquerade mask dropped the bottle into her dream bag. The same gold glitter that adorned Theophilus's presidential posters dotted her fingers. Could it really be Zarpessa under there? B3 Zarpessa? The stunning, wealthy girlfriend of Philophysis Lovelaces? Tukey turned to Lizzie. But Zarpessa is an heir to the Zarionox. Wait, am I blocking it or can you guys see this? Oh, I'm blocking it. She's maybe she's LARPing? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But Zarpessa is an heir to the Zarinox Peanut Empire. Why peanuts? You could have made her an heir to like anything, but why peanuts? I mean, I guess why not peanuts? Anyway. Anyway, is it symbolic? Am I missing some symbolism here? I think I'm missing some symbolism. I'm probably missing symbolism. Anyway, but Zarpessa is an heir to the Zarionox Peanut Empire. I just saw an ad for their peanut oil in the paper. It's later revealed Tukey has an undiagnosed peanut allergy. You're right. That's Zarpessa is going to be the foil to peanut allergy Tukey, like how what's his name is the foil to Lovelaces because he has his shoes untied. And yeah, I think you cracked it. You know, for names like these, it's kind of hard to Albert Talbert, there we go. Yeah. I forgot his name for a second. I'm just bad with names. You could give me an outrageous name, I'll still be bad. I'll still be bad. Anyway, did I read past an ad break? Did I accidentally read past an ad break? I just noticed the time. I think I read past an ad break. I am absorbed. I am enthralled in Model Land by Tyra Banks, apparently. Wait, where was I? Hang on. Lizzie shrugged. I guess they lost their fortune. Just then, the masked girl's head shot up. The dark eye holes in her mask aimed straight at Tukey and Lizzie. They both ducked, but not quite in time. Zarpessa's shoulders stiffened. The cider bottle fell out of her dream bag, shattering on the ground. Run, Lizzie cried. They bolted away from the restaurant and sprinted through the sweltering Peppertown streets of Australia. I'm just kidding. Once they were safely out of range, Tukey stopped and bent over, out of breath. Do you think she saw us? I don't know, Lizzie answered. I can't believe it, Tuki shook her head. How long do you think she's been digging through trash? I think it's been years, Lizzie said. She just made the mistake of crossing over into my territory. At the used clothes dump, super early this morning, I got into a tussle with her over a killer dress. It was deep yellow, and it was made with this crazy shimmery fabric. Man, I could have snuck into some serious black tie blowouts in that thing. But Miss Zarpessa, she won the tug of war. I guess she wanted it more. So I threw some matching yellow shoes at her. Her shameless butt scooped them right up and didn't even utter a thank you. I don't know why I still have my phone out. Oopsie. Where was I? Wow, Tuki whispered. She's living one big fat lie. One big fat homeless lie. And suddenly, mid sentence, Lizzie's expression changed, clouding and contorting into a look Tuki knew all too well. Something had overtaken Lizzie's mind. Her body twitched. The muscles in her face stretched and contracted. She glared blankly into Tuki's eyes. Tell them to stop, Lizzie pleaded in a strange, garbled voice. They always say it won't hurt, but it does. Lizzie, come back, Tuki urged, grabbing Lizzie by her shoulders and shaking her. I can take it when they hurt me, but when they hurt Robin, I feel it more. Robin again? Lizzie, who is Robin? Lizzie casually rolled up her sleeve, and Tuki's gaze fell to her friend's bare arm. 3 inflamed red marks marred the crook of her elbow. Right at the center, a burned scar traversed her bicep. A larger patch of seared skin bubbled on the inside of her wrist. The burn looked fresh. Tuki winced. Then Lizzie began to search the ground. Oh, wait. Lizzie, don't, Tuki said, knowing what was coming next. Lizzie ignored Tuki and continued her search, finally locating a sharp rock. She picked it up and then brought its jagged edge down to her inner arm, near her wrist. Blood flowed from the fresh slice in her skin. Tuki grabbed her arm. Stop it! Why do you do that? Lizzie lowered her eyes. Her face was a ballet of twitching and wincing. Because it hurts so much, and I feel better when I do it, she said desperately. Tears came to Tuki's eyes. She felt helpless seeing her best friend so tormented. Lizzie, what hurts so much? You can tell me, Tuki begged. I can handle it. And you know I'm not going anywhere, ever. You know you can trust me. Does it have something to do with that place? She pointed to the embroidery on Lizzie's gown. Shavira County Hospital. She both wanted to know the answer and feared it. It's better you don't know, Lizzie whispered. Tuki took a step back. The Melancholia ward, she thought. That had to be where Lizzie had gone. That was surely where she always went. Officials probably repeatedly hunted down the paranoid orphan girl and dragged her off to the infamous mental ward in Shavira County Hospital. Since she was too unstable to work in a factory. People in Metopia whispered that the staff at Melancholia ignored the atrocities that went on between the patients. Some said it was worse than the Shavira prison, which housed Metopia's deadliest criminals. There was never any way Tuki could look for Lizzie in Melancholia either. The Shavira hospital kept no records, as though it didn't exist. During the 5 years they'd been friends, Lizzie had taught Tuki many things. Not to be afraid to spelunk into the hidden Peppertown caves, which offered a stunning view of the undiscovered Peppertown platinum mine. How to sneak into the ritzy, no tourists allowed areas of Ladorno without getting caught. It's all about attitude, Lizzie had said, donning a hand-me-up dress from Tuki's closet. This is so true. This is so true. I cannot tell you how many times that I have allegedly uh, not wandered, but just walked right into somewhere I didn't belong. Um especially in expo that is not Anime Expo. One of the ways I get in, I legit just walk in through the line as if I own the whole venue. It's seriously all about attitude. I cannot stress this enough. I'm excited to do this again. Allegedly do this again. Allegedly, kidding, fiction. This year. I I might go to maybe just one day of Anime Expo. July is gonna be so hectic for me. July is gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna try to go to Anime Expo at least for one of the days. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Uh, kept no records. It's all about attitude, Lizzie had said, donning a hand-me-up dress from Tuki's closet. And what with Tuki's strange splids and writing but never sending letters habit, and Lizzie's screams and paranoia, it was like they were the only two happily crazed screwballs in a sea of sanity. Try not to think about where I disappeared to, Tuki, Lizzie whispered, pulling the gown sleeves back over her arms. A wistful look floated across her face. Think about Exodus instead. Sleeping on the beach every night. Tuki smiled weakly. And swimming whenever we want to? Lizzie poked Tuki's thigh. The whipped cream factory we could build for you, right on the shore. So, we'd be in the dreaded factory business, huh? Tuki said playfully. Grow what we know. We'll build a grilled cheese dipped in strawberry jelly factory for you. Grilled cheese dipped in strawberry jelly was Lizzie's absolute favorite food. I think we uncovered another one of Tyra Banks' food hacks. I think we uncovered one of her elusive, unorthodox, possibly amazing tasting recipes. Grilled cheese dipped in strawberry jelly. We should try that. We should try that and we should report our findings. Hey Key Energy. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Damn, I'm actually unironically curious. I'm actually genuinely curious. Grilled cheese dipped in strawberry jelly. Grilled cheese. Strawberry jelly. I'm trying to imagine this. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I will report my findings in the food court section of Discord. Let me see. Let's see. Tuki snuck Lizzie sandwiches whenever she got the chance. And we'd own the factories, not just work in them, Lizzie added. Our workers would be part owners too, and we treat them with respect, not like the workers are treated here. Yeah, and Theophilus would be our mayor, Tukey swooned. And we'd give our leftover lunches to Zarpessa as she waited outside every night in the cold ocean air for our staff scraps. That's mean. Oh, that's mean. Invite her in. She didn't do anything wrong. Zarpessa didn't do anything wrong. Except get your crush before you could. And there'd be no sharp objects anywhere near our factories, Tukey said strongly, forcing Lizzie to look into her eyes. Right? Lizzie locked eyes with Tukey and then looked down and rubbed her arm. Right, she said. Okay, so when? Tukey looked off into the distance, and her mind flashed with the memories of what she and Lizzie had talked about so many times, leaving Metopia together forever. Who knew where they'd go? Who knew how they'd get there? But they'd figure it out. They'd be two forget-a-girl peas in a pod. Two forget-a-girl peas in a pod. They called it their Exodus plan. Their secret code for it was XO2. Tukey would write this symbol on the front door of her home when it was time to go. I don't know, Lizzie. I don't think I'm ready. Tukey had never been out of Metopia. How could she live in a tree and scavenge for food as Lizzie did? Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, it's bad, but hold on. Let me write down grilled cheese dipped in strawberry. In case I forget. God, that's the ugliest handwriting. Anyway, let me see. Where was I? Have you ever? Actually, no. I shouldn't ask that. Where is it? Where was I? How could she live in a tree and scavenge for food as Lizzie did? Of course you're ready, Lizzie said. You're stronger than you think. Tukey looked away. She didn't really believe that. Then Lizzie scanned the alleyway, probably looking for pursuers again. It was empty. Tukey touched Lizzie's shoulder. Lizzie, if I go away with you, will you tell me the truth about what happened to you? Her gaze fell to Lizzie's arm, the hospital sleeve now concealing the burns. She thought about how she both wanted and didn't want to know this dark secret of Lizzie's. Lizzie's lips parted. She blinked silently for a moment, thinking, running her fingers slowly along her forearm. No. No, they'll kill you if I tell you. You have to trust me. Then she shuddered and wheeled away. I have to go. They're getting close. But I just got here, Lizzie, and you've been gone for so long. Don't go yet, Tukey pleaded. Where are you going? Do you need water? More clothes? I can steal some blankets from my house. You know how she gets rid of stuff that's hardly been used. I'll be okay. I'll wait for you to be ready, Tukey, and I know you will be soon. Exodus. Think about it. For real this time. I love you, Tukey. Giving Tukey a hurried wave, Lizzie quickly ran down the hot Peppertown sidewalk. Tukey's eyes tracked Lizzie as far as she could see. Her last view of her troubled friend was of Lizzie stooping to pick something up from the ground. Tukey shut her eyes, devastated. when she realized what it was. Another sharp rock. Damn. Damn. Ugh. I'm getting... Whoops. Dang it. I keep doing that. How do I make it so it doesn't do that? Anyway. I think I need to take a 2-minute break, even though I'm in the middle of the hour. I need to stretch. I need to do like proper stretchies. Yeah, I'll be right back. What am I gonna put? Okay. I'll be right back. BRB. Why wouldn't the VOD stay up? This is technically reaction content. We're reacting. Okay, BRB for real. Like 2 minutes. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Okay. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. I've returned. Let's see. Let me skip ahead. Let me see if this is like... Let me see if I accidentally got like the actual full thing. That'd be pretty cool. That would save me a library trip. Not that I mind a library. Oh, this is like the whole thing, right? Wait. No. No, this is just a really long preview. This is just the first 5 chapters. That's pretty generous for a preview. 5 chapters. Usually you get like what, 5 pages? Oh, I could do it this way. Oh, this is better. I like this better. This is... Wait, 1 or 2? This looks better. I think this is better. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Maybe I can move it? Make it... no. Hold on. Where... Okay, what's the source of this capture? Hang on. Oh my god, it's a... No wonder it's acting funny. No... Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay. It's a window capture. I accidentally had it as a window capture. No wonder it's acting so dumb. Hang on. Hang on. Freaking amateur over here. Freaking amateur. Okay, I'll move this here. And I'll do this. Where's the browser? What is that? Where is that? Oh, wait. No, wait, this is... Wait. Where's the source of the window? Okay. You know, I'll just lock this in place, and we should be good like that. We should be good like this. We should totally be good. Okay. Wait, should I keep going? Wait, am I reading this whole freaking thing? Am I reading this whole thing? Is this... I only meant to read like... I only expected to read like 5 pages. I only expected to read maybe like a couple of pages. But I'll be 100% with you. I had no idea what video game to play today, so this kind of works out. I was gonna do a bit. Okay, I was gonna do a bit where I would be like, where I would address the name change, and I would be like, Psychic Refugee's gone. No more Dead by Daylight. Psychic Refugee was a Dead by Daylight streamer. Cassidy Online, and then I would switch the scene, and it would be Fortnite, and I'd be like, Cassidy Online is a Fortnite streamer, and then you would all leave me because you all hate Fortnite apparently. But I was gonna do that, but I kind of ran out of time, and I couldn't download Fortnite, even though anyway, let's continue reading. It probably wouldn't have been like a funny bit anyway, so I'm not too torn up about it. Let's see. If I move this. Okay, perfect. I can see everything now. Chapter 3. Data. Okay. Wait, how does this scroll if it's like this? How does... Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't fucking... Oh, that feels weird. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. 3434 Pepper Lane. The home of Tuki Della Creme. Ah, the Della Creme residence. A splendiferous, luxurious palazzo. Palazzo? palazzo of a dwelling with a marble facade, grand archways and columns, wrought iron balconies at its second floor bedrooms, and a fountain in the center of the yard, complete with a nude male statue with rippling musculature. Truly glorious. The creme de la creme. Wait. The creme of the de la cremes. We all wish we could abide in such a grand abode. But be careful what you wish for, darling. I can't say it that way. I can't say it that way with a straight face. I can't. It's I'm other people can pull it off. I can't. I can't. All that glitters is sometimes gold plated. What's that? There, in the corner. It's like perchance in that one copy pasta. Yeah. 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 Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait. Wait. I think a commission is done. Wait. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I think a commission's done. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. Mm, 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 mm. To go in the browser? No, please. Please, no, I don't want to go in the browser. Ugh, fine. Fine. You hate me. Alright. I'm in the browser. I'm in the browser. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Damn it. Hang on. Bruh. Wait. Wait. Actually, well, I actually don't. Wait, hang on. Let me take this in. Let me take this in. Let me take this in. Ugh. There's one thing wrong with it. That's like it's otherwise really good, except for one little thing. Ugh. Hang on. Damn it. No. No. How could you? I specifically said not to do that, and you still did it. You still freaking did it. What the fuck? What the? Hang on. It's nothing bad. I'm just being dramatic. 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 I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. If you said not to do it and they still did it, that's a no-no. Yeah, I mean, okay, I hand my design off and I make it very clear, hey, I'm a dude, right? And some artists just make the crotch area a little too tight, a little too unaccommodating for someone who has, right, right, right. Like, if you're gonna make them that tight, there should definitely be something pressing against anyway. This happens sometimes. This happens sometimes. Even when I specify, hey, there's something on there. Anyway. 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 Oh my god, wait a minute. It's already gonna be 11. Oh shit. I really did get like enamored in Model Land. I didn't even realize it's gonna be 11. Chat. I gotta pack this up. I got work super early. I gotta pack this up. Where's my music? I gotta pack this up. Taiwa's prose was simply too engaging. It was too engaging. It pulled me in. It really pulled me in. Okay. I'm so excited for this raid message. I'm so excited for this raid message. If you're lurking, you can stay lurking throughout the rest of the stream and the raid. But this is the raid message if you want to join in on the fun. Let's see. You just got raided by the VTuber formerly known as Psychic _ refugee. Actually, let me capitalize that. That'll be funner. Okay. You just got raided by the VTuber formerly known as Psychic _ refugee. That's the raid message. Also, hey. Let me go back over here. I'm still not 100% on this room. This is from an album cover. I forgot to mention that. This is temp. This is temp. I'm still looking for someone to like draw me a proper bedroom. I think I deserve a proper bedroom. But yeah, also, in case you missed it, I have a birthday on July 2nd. And where's that link? I'll turn this into a command after stream. I'll turn this into a command. Hang on, I just noticed a DM. What the heck? I just noticed your little pop-up. News chatter still sees. Oh, okay, I'll take care of that later as well. There's a good amount of things I still need to take care of. But yeah, if you want to write me a birthday card, wait, I pasted the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I copy link, paste. If you want to write me a birthday card, there's a link. There's a link. You can do that. I would be so appreciative. Quite appreciative. Anyway, yeah, that's the raid message. Use any emotes you feel are appropriate. And you can't look at it till your birthday, okay? Oh, I know. I won't. I promise. I'm not gonna peek. I will not peek. Promise. We're gonna raid a pal. We're gonna raid Fizz. Fizz just got partner, which is fucking awesome. Which is really awesome. Where's the raid button? But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Be sure to say congrats on partner also. He lied as easily as he breathed? I'm not gonna look. Listen, I have insane self-control. I was willfully celibate for 2 years, okay? I can handle not looking at my birthday cards. I promise. Um, but yeah, also be sure to say congrats on partner. She just got partner, which is really exciting. Alrighty. Alrighty. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to me read Model Land by Tyra Banks. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys. I'll try and stream early tomorrow. I'll try. Like around 3 p.m. PST or 4 p.m. PST. Thank you for being online, Cass. You're welcome. You're welcome. I like being online with you guys. Early sounds awesome. I'll try. I'm gonna try so hard. That or I'll do like a late night stream. One of the two. Okay, it's about to hit off. I'll see you guys later. Nice background. Thanks. It's an album cover. I haven't fully listened to the album that this background is from, but oopsie. Okay, bye.